Hello everybody, hopefully you're having a good Christmas. This is the end of the Christian dimensional merge stuff. This is the final episode talking about what the dimensional merge is. This is the final episode explaining what's going on. The other episode that's going to happen after this is just going to be me talking about the aftermath of everything. So today is the final episode explaining and going over all of this. These are the last screenshots I have. Once I'm done here, then this part's over with. This isn't going to be the end of Christian related content. I will still be doing Christian content, but I'll be doing different stuff. We are going to be finishing off the whole dimensional merge stuff after New Year's. New Year's will be the end of the dimensional merge for me. Because, as far as I'm concerned, unless he does something really batshit crazy, the dimensional merge didn't happen, and that's the whole purpose of this, is to document the build-up to it, then talk about it when it didn't happen. So, we're going to be looking at our last screenshots today. Let's get ready for me not knowing how to read. Part 4, Post-Merge. This will be happening soon, because we are at December 25th. It's almost here. And now, what will be after the dimensional merge and everything has settled down? All buildings, objects, and individual people and all creatures have been successfully brought together. Of those, what and who are meant to be anyway? I hate how he structures sentences. Very likely, everyone will be able to return to their homes, even though your homes are going to be an abomination of a bunch of different cartoon shows mixed together, but you'll be able to return to your homes at least. But those whose homes have been altered by one dimension or the other's building, or even possibility of moving back in with a superhero. Moving in with a superhero, anti-hero villain of yours. So if your house gets switched with Peter Parker's house, then you are now roommates with Peter Parker? Is that how this works? This is how it's going? If your house is where Latveria is, then I guess you're a citizen of Doctor Doom now. I guess that's just how it works. Too bad. You shouldn't have been here when the merge happened. Or yours, or someone... See, I hate this shit. You guys make fun of me because I can't read it correctly, but look at how Christian structures this. Or yours, or someone, or. Tell me that's proper grammar. Someone else's counterpart. The best and sound thing to do in the meantime is to move back into one home together. So he's telling you, if a villain lives in your house now, that's just how it goes. The best thing to do is just move in with that villain. Move in with that supervillain because that is your roommate now. Technically, it's both of your houses, so I guess that's what's happening. If a fucking rapist ends up having your house, have fun with that. Have fun with that, because according to Christian, you just share a house with that person now. It doesn't matter how fucked up of an individual they are. Meantime, move back into one home together, regardless of the government-regulated occupancies of the building. If need to be, you all are... more of that shit, you all. You all. I fucking hate that. You all are more than capable of calmly discussing how y'all... Oh, so now he's mixing in y'all and you all. He's not even staying consistent with his own shitty grammar. He's mixing you all and y'all together in the same fucking sentence. I think if I see you all from now on, I'm just going to pronounce it y'all. Because he doesn't fucking stay consistent to it. Can live together. And better to recollect one or the other with local government assistance. Well, how do you know the governments aren't gonna merge? The fucking My Little Pony show doesn't have the exact same government we do. Fucking, a lot of fantasy shows have their own made-up governments. How do you even know the American government is going to exist after this? How do you know we're not gonna have gun being our government? You're just assuming that our government is going to stay in power. How would you even know what government to talk to? How would you even know there would be a functioning government? We don't just fall into anarchy. Help in the cost of a new home, and who stays should be determined in extensive thought and common sense. Common sense? How do you have common sense when the worlds are merging together and your house is now where a field used to be? I don't get that. If our world is merging with fictional cartoons, how is that common sense at all? Do we coin flip? Is that common sense? How do you use common sense to determine who gets this land? I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but Chris is trying his hardest to figure out how this wacky world of his would work. Of the current circumstances of one or the other, keep calm and take your time thinking it out. Yeah, just take time thinking it out. I'm sure that'll help. Just sit there for 10 years trying to figure out who gets this house and neither of you can agree. Or help from the local impartial third party to hear both sides. So if you guys can't decide on whose house it is because both of your houses mix together to make a clusterfuck, and you don't want to live together with Dr. Doom having a wacky sitcom life, well, you better go and get Bugs Bunny to decide that, because he's impartial. I think he won't fuck you over. And who cares if they have government authority? I know I said government authority was important earlier, but now just fuck it. Fuck it, do whatever you want to, I guess. And make a fair and reasonable, sound final decision. Why don't you make it up? Why, you're the one who's doing the dimensional merge. Why don't you decide what happens? Why don't they go to you and ask you? Since you're the one who caused all this to happen, it sounds like it should be up to you to do it. But, no, I don't know. I said fuck you over. I said fuck. Who stays and who leaves? Why do they get to decide? Who gave them the power? Just wondering. Another detail is all the people who end up staying while their self-counterpart either merges with them or dies. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I want to know what's going to happen to Donald Trump. Remember, these people have had most similar or matching personality aspects and memories. They can't have matching memories. If I lived a normal mundane life as a normal human every day, and me from the other dimension lived every day being a superhero, how would we share memories? How would we share lives? How could we even have the same personality? That makes no fucking sense. It's like you don't understand that people are individuals depending on what environment they grow up in. That's how things work. It makes no sense for you to be the exact same person in every alternate reality. The slightest change can change who you are altogether. That's just how personalities work. So those of you all again instead of y'all, who are friends or we should do a drinking game. Whenever he says you all instead of y'all, just take a shot. I want you to fucking die. Just want you to fucking die. Who are friends or family with these people are capable of picking up where you left off. So if I die tomorrow and superhero Dylan shows up, he gets to be the host of my shitty YouTube channel. He gets to come in here and do this instead of being a superhero. He has to pick up where I left off. He has to continue being a fucking loser doing a show about Chris Chan. I hope he's ready for that because he has to pick up where I left off. Or vice versa, maybe I'll get to be a superhero. I won't have any superpowers, but who knows? Maybe that's how it works. Maybe I will get them. Otherwise, if the individuals have no memory of you or the situation, you don't even know how this works. You don't even know how your own fucking world works, Chris. How? How do you make this shit up and not know what's gonna happen? That led y'all, instead of you all, to become family or friends. It is possible to make a fresh start on y'all's relationship instead of you all. Or if you feel it should... Why is there a comma there? Fine, we'll go with this. We'll go with the double comma. I don't fucking care. Or if you feel it needed or choose so to simply let them go and move forward with your life. Okay, there. I got the sentence done. I have such a hard time reading this. I don't know where sentences begin. I don't know where to pause. I don't know where to start. I'm just really fucking confused. I'm really fucking confused on how to pronunciate the shit he is typing. My deepest condolences. And then he uses a word like condolences. He can barely fucking type a sentence. He can barely type a sentence. He doesn't even know how grammar works. But yet he uses condolences. My deepest condolences to those of you who end up letting them go. Locations and local government. Locations and local government. Lovely wording. Now for... Why do you do this, Chris? Why do you do this? Locations and local government. You capitalize the L in locations. You capitalize the L in local. You capitalize the G in government. Then you put 2 dots. Then you capitalize the N in now. That's not a period. That does not mean the end of a sentence. That is not how you fucking type, Chris. I'm giving you an F. I'm giving you an F on your grammar. Now, for example, whatever city it was in New Jersey that has now become Gotham City for real, for being capitalized and real being capitalized for no reason, your home will have to be similar, new address, with the obvious difference being that it is in Gotham City and possibly the zip code. So even though your whole fucking state, even though the whole fucking state is just gone now, your whole fucking city is gone, you might have to change your zip code. Worst case scenario, your whole city's gone, everything you know and care about disappeared. Might have to do some paperwork. Just possibility. Worst case scenario. You will likely need to fill out a change of address. I was right. I am fucking... I was joking. I was joking when I said that. To update your local post office is the most mundane apocalypse I've ever covered. This is the most mundane apocalypse I've ever talked about. What happened yesterday? My whole city disappeared. Yeah, just filling out some paperwork. Don't know where my mom is, but I guess it saves me doing her paperwork. Update your local post office, and you capitalize the P in post office and the O in post office. Thank you for donating $2, SS. The local government where you... Wait, the local government where you are. I think you mean where. Where you are. That's were. Like you were somewhere. That's not where. That's not the place. That's were. Oh, and he didn't even put you are. He said the local government where your are is likely to pick up where it left off and resume work as quickly as possible. Like, people fucking shit on me for multiple streams for me not being able to read his fucking garble. And I am trying to fucking read this shit. It's garbage. I don't want to read Chris Chan's shit again. I don't want to fucking read Chris Chan's writing again. I'll talk about Chris Chan in the future, but I am going to try my hardest to not have to read his tweets, because Chris can't type to save his fucking life. Even the White House in DC will end up taking their time. I'm not even gonna point it out. Picking these things back up and adapting to the Donald Trump of Wait, what? So, you said they weren't gonna merge though. So, if the merge happens, you're just gonna fucking die? What makes the Donald Trump of our dimension die? Why can't your Donald Trump die? Why do you get to make the perfect dream Trump, meanwhile our Trump has to die? Why do you get to decide this, but no one else gets to decide who lives and who dies? This is just fucking weird. I thought they would merge together, or they would both die. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You just want an SJW Donald Trump in office. Resuming the work as the POTUS of the updated United States. I would love to see our Bill of Rights after you're done with them, Chris. The same will apply to the nations and countries with their respective world leaders. Nations and countries do not get capitalized as the words themselves. If you typed America, you capitalize the A. If you type Russia, you capitalize the R. The word nation and the word countries do not need to be capitalized. And the world does not need to be capitalized either, Chris. Fucking getting to me today. But in due time, short or long, after getting everything situated, everyone on Earth will have become used to being around... Oh, we got another donation. The U.S. Arse's Nut donated $1.99. Thank you. Thank you for that. Everyone on Earth will have become used to being around everyone who they have considered before as fictional characters. So you are telling me, legitimately, that you know what fiction is, and that you're not playing with us, and that you actually think all fiction exists in an alternate reality, and that people only think that they are fictional because they lack your comprehension? They can't think like you? They can't realize it? They don't have that psychic connection? Oh God, Chris. And also, you capitalize fictional and you capitalize characters, but I'm getting tired of that. And accepting them as real people. They're not real people. Anthropomorphic animals, intelligent... Oh God, I fucking hate this. Beings from other dimensions or planets and so forth. As y'all, instead of you all, had been with everyone else before the dimensional merge. So if ponies come into this dimension, you have to treat them like real people. Hashtag pony lives matter. And life and time will continue marching forward and onward. I don't think time will march forward and onward for me. If Sonic the Hedgehog pops into my room, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I can reassure you that. Let's see how far we are. We're on screenshot 12. Screenshot 12 of 20. So we're past the halfway mark. I'm a little bit happy about that. A little bit happy. Hey Dylan, what are you going to think when Chris dies? If Chris dies, then I won't care. I won't care if Chris dies. I really won't. I don't even think I'll make a video talking about it unless it's something extremely zany. If he dies because of an extremely wacky situation. And if you want a shout out, give a super chat. If you donate anything, you get a shout out automatically. Just hit donate and then boom. I have Streamlabs too in the description. If you want to donate via Streamlabs, you can. A different GIF will play. It's whatever. Another topic, us creators / artists / authors and any and all future creations and edits. Quit with this random capitalizing shit, Chris. This is Dylan the Grammar Nazi episode. I might get me in a fucking Nazi suit if it wasn't me that I'd get flagged off of YouTube forever. But fucking hell. I hate this. I hate this fucking grammar. I hate it. Take place and happened on our Earth. Then, how will... That's something I just thought about. If all these fictional characters come into this world, how will history books change? Will our timeline change? Will it be like this has always happened? Or will we have to incorporate all of their stuff into our world? Or will we just write our timeline like normal in our history books, then say, oh yeah, and then some autistic guy made a bunch of furries come into reality? I'm really, really curious how that would happen. I'm really fucking curious. Will those creations take place and happen on our Earth, and your OCs being born here as well? That outcome is likely. So after the merge happens, if you create Hitler-saurus Christ, you better be prepared to see your new messiah form into our reality. Just saying. That outcome is likely. So, unless y'all, instead of you all, had previously specifically drawn or written capitalizing every single word for no reason, your OCs and their events in an alternate timeline, location, planet, dimension, galaxy, or so forth. Exercise caution, he screams at the audience, as this will not only affect your local area and space. What if I write, and then my OC, Dylan the Hedgehog, came and murdered Chris? If I write that, will that be reality? Because I'm really tempted to if you don't start typing properly. I really want to do that, Chris, just saying. I might do that. When Dylan the Hedgehog forms into reality, you'll fucking regret that rule. Will not affect your local area and space around yourself counterpart, but yourself as well. Thinking it is one thing, bringing it to... God, I hate this. You can't even get your shit on one thing. Chris, twit longer exist. Twit longer exist. Fucking get a twit longer, type it all out, so then I can just read your shit normally. Because I am deeply confused on what you are trying to say most of the time. Because it's always fucking ... or you fucking spell it wrong. Confirmed. Fruition is another, especially, capitalizing especially for no reason, if you take pin to page. Ooh, I'm the page master now. Because once you've completed that story, or even a word, this is so fucking dumb. This is so dumb on so many levels. You're telling me if I write my wonderful fanfiction about me being a buff, handsome beast that gets all the ladies, it's just gonna happen? Because that sounds like a pretty cool outcome, and I won't have to work out. I could write myself being god of the Omniverse, and then it would happen, because it's your own rules. I could write you out of existence, because it's your own rules. These rules are so fucking flawed, and you're telling everyone about them. I could see this abused in so many ways if it was actually gonna fucking happen. Because once you've completed that story, or even a word in a sentence, that ending in... you don't even need to talk about punctuation, Chris. That ending punctuation at the end, that... Chris literally said, that ending punctuation at the end. I love being redundant. I love being redundant, repeating myself, and saying things more than once. I also like doing things twice. Just saying. Just saying. Moreover, completing it by signing your name, capitalizing signing your name for no reason. On the completed piece, you will have set a chain of events that will make that happen, at least around your OC or yourself. Either that, or a new dimension for all that happened outside of our combined Earth could be opened and created in all of this. This is so fucking dumb. Personally, I want to encourage staying creative and creating. Staying creative and creating. I love being redundant. I fucking love it. God, why do you have to suck so much? We are almost done and you are just pulling out all of the suck. So much. This is still yet to be final and determined sound and will by the cosmos and fate of events. We will be able to figure this part out better later on after the dimensional merge. See, it's this shit right here. It's this shit right here that makes me think he's gonna postpone the dimensional merge. Like, it's supposed to happen this month. It was supposed to happen this month, but if Donald Trump doesn't die this month, Chris Chan is just gonna be like, well, it's not quite ready. It's happening. There's some random forest fires. There was an earthquake. There was a fucking tsunami somewhere, because that doesn't happen naturally. I think he's just going to delay it again and keep delaying it, just like every fucking doomsday person. I have a feeling about that. I have a feeling that that will happen. We will be able to figure this part out later after the dimensional merge. Phew, that is a whole meta mind blower. He blew his own mind about the shit he wrote. Can you be more egotistical? And yes, this is the new 2012. Right there. Right there? Okay. My sequence of thoughts have ended there. I love how redundant you're being. So I do believe that should be about everything covered for the Merge Survival Guide. This is Dylan Declassified Merge Survival Guide. Any questions, please leave a comment to @Sonic2Merch, some random guy who's not involved in the merge and probably doesn't believe in your shit and just sells stuff for you. And the most frequently asked questions will be relayed to me, or Magichan, because Magichan's fucking real, will personally answer them. Also, you all, instead of y'all, clear your thoughts and take deep breaths in a short meditate. In a short meditate. I don't think that's proper. I don't think that's proper English, Chris. I think he means you guys need to take breaths and meditate. But whatever, take a short meditate. I don't know what a short meditate is, but take it. To ask your question in your mind, and the wisdom of the cosmos will respond. So ask a question in your head, And whatever you hear in return, God told you to do it. Go out and do it. Chris Chan approved. And now, finally, we have our last screenshot. This is the end. Thank you all, instead of y'all, for heeding our warnings, even though Chris is one person and no one else agrees with him, and information on the dimensional merge. All of you, stay safe, well, and creative, and remember to think and keep common sense in your minds and hearts. Lightning Bolt, Heart, Lightning Bolt 1218C197. And that is the end of the dimensional merge shit. Now, there's going to be one more video, like I said at the beginning of this. I will be doing one more video after January 1st, talking about the post-merge, seeing if Chris is denying it, seeing what all happened, seeing all the times he mentioned it, and that will be the end of this series. There will be other Chris Chan stuff I will talk about, and if you subscribed for Chris Chan stuff, know that that's still coming, but I will also be working my regular content in as well. So when I start uploading my regular stuff again, check that out if you want to. But if you just want Chris Chan stuff, know that I will be making more of it. It's not going away. I know a lot of people stopped doing Chris Chan stuff. I'm not going to stop talking about Chris until I run out of interesting stuff to talk about. So it's going to be a bit. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. If you want to see more like this, then subscribe.